Hi, everyone. Welcome to our live Capitol Hill update. I'm Tabitha Walter, Political Director of Eagle Forum.
And I'm Kirsten Hassler, our Executive Director. This past Friday, June 12th, the Trump administration finalized a rule on Section 1557 of the Affordable Care Act. Section 1557 prevents covered health programs from discrimination based on current civil rights statutes, like that in Title VI of the Education Amendments of 1972. Now, specifically, Title VI prohibits discrimination on the basis of sex from federally funded programs. And it was interpreted by the Obama administration to include termination of pregnancy and gender identity, which it defined as one's internal sense of gender, which may be male, female, neither, or a combination of both.
So in December of 2016, a federal court ruled that this expansion of civil rights law contradicted current civil rights laws. HHS went on further to explain the federal agency will use the government's current interpretation of sex discrimination according to the plain meaning of the word sex as male or female and as determined by biology.
Now, this rule change was necessary to protect the conscious rights of our country's healthcare workers. Without it, the Obama-era rule could be interpreted to force medical practitioners and professionals to perform sex reassignment surgeries or abortions or risk discrimination charges. Further, if an organization was found to have discriminated based on this, they could risk losing the federal funds that they have for their organization.
Well, this is a great decision out of Washington. It came right before Monday's disappointing Supreme Court decision in Bostock versus Clayton County. Through this ruling, the country's highest court deemed that Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 extends to individuals identifying as gay or transgender. Before the decision was made, the Department of Justice took a position before the Supreme Court in that case that prohibits sex discrimination under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, and it does not include gender identity or sexual orientation.
Now, this is a lot of information we're throwing at you, but it will be up to Congress now to legislate religious and conscious protections for individuals seeking protection from performing gender reassignment surgeries in light of the decision in Bostock versus Clayton County. So, Eagle Forum, we will be monitoring the outcome of the SCOTUS decision and its impact across our laws across the board.
Yes, and we want to highlight another Supreme Court decision that just came down hours ago. It's on the immigration issue of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. You may know it as DACA. This program allows the children brought here by illegal immigrants to remain in the United States. This was an effort pushed forward by the Obama administration, and then President Trump began efforts to roll back that program.
Well, in a 5-4 decision, with Justice Roberts being the swing vote here, the Supreme Court decided that President Trump violated the Administrative Procedure Act, which simply outlines how federal officials can create rules, and it in no way codifies the DACA program.
The biggest problem with this decision, however, is that the DACA program itself is illegal. The Obama administration circumvented legal procedures to expand DACA, and Congress has failed to pass legislation that would decide the futures of DACA recipients. Now, Justice Clarence Thomas, who dissented from the decision, stated, DACA was an illegal use of executive authority from the start. Clearly, an illegal policy must be reversed in order to restore the rule of law. The court's decision to require the administration to jump through additional procedural hoops to terminate an unlawful program was created without jumping through those same hoops makes no sense. And I would like to highlight one of our organizational allies that brought this quote to our attention. Numbers USA we work closely with them on this issue, as well as other immigration issues. So check them out for more information. We'll put their info in the box below.
And thank you so much for tuning in. If you visit eagleforum.org, you can sign up for our weekly Capitol Hill Report email and frequent legislative action alerts. You can also sign up for our Eagle Forum report that has excellent, timely information and is sent straight to your mailbox every single month. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them below. And if not, we will see you next week, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern.
See you then.